What is going on, you guys? Steve with the video for you today. So today we're going to do a PC video, and I got quite a bit of cards and stories. So let's get at it here. Here we're going to start off with the 1972 kind of dual card combo of Joe Pepitone. So Joe Pepitone he was a Yankees and Cubs fan favorite, and he just recently passed away on March 13th, 2023 at the age of 82. So that's kind of sad to hear. And as I've said in the past, some of these guys are just these old timers are just kind of passing among us. And a little bit about Pepitone: he had 1,315 hits, 219 home runs, and a 258 career batting average, and he was a three-time All-Star. I don't have any cards of him as a Yankee. I've always thought about getting some. I just never got around to it, but here's a couple of him as a Cubby. I love that in action one. Both of these 1972 tops. So let's go on to some Kurt Simmons. Here's the 1952 tops. This is a SGC authenticated autograph. And there you can see his autograph right there of Simmons. Love this 1952 tops card. As you guys know, I'm a big fan favorite of the 52 tops, and this one just works for me. And a little bit about him: he was the last survivor of the Phillies Whiz Kids of the 1950s from the Philadelphia Phillies, and he passed away on December 13th, 2022. So not that long ago either, but there is his 52 tops signed. We'll go on to talk a little bit more about Kurt Simmons. Here's his 1957 tops card. Simmons had 193 career wins as a pitcher, a 3.54 ERA, 1,697 strikeouts, and he was a three-time All-Star, and he's in the Philadelphia Phillies Hall of Fame. Love this look and, those old school uniforms. Something's just special about these vintage cards to me, and there is his 52 with his 57 tops. Let's go on to the 1955 Bowman of Hoyt Wilhelm. And, as you guys know, Hoyt Wilhelm, one of my favorite all-time pitchers. He's right up there with Sandy Koufax, honestly, and Bob Gibson. And Warren Spahn. Those are probably my favorite pitchers of all time. But, man, I don't talk about my grades very often, but this is a PSA 2, and this card just looks fantastic for a 2. There's no creases. Just a beautiful looking 2. So yeah, there's the 55 Bowman Hoyt Wilhelm. Here's the 1960 tops Camilo Pascual card. So with this, I'm trying to, focus on guys like Pascual, and, they're not Hall of Famers, but very, very good players. And a little bit about him: he was a 7-time All-Star, and he's in the Minnesota Twins Hall of Fame. So there he is with the Senators. Moving on to the 1968 tops of Fergie Jenkins. Big time Cubbies fan favorite, and he's in the Cubs Hall of Fame and also in the Major League Baseball Hall of Fame. He had 284 career wins, so he almost hit the 300 mark. Let's go into the 70s now. Here's the 1976 tops of Nolan Ryan. One of the greatest pitchers to play the game. I mentioned my favorite pitchers of all time, and he'd be right up there with those guys in a very close second, with all those guys tied for first. Here's the 1978 tops of Ron Cey. Cey was a very good player. Doesn't really get a lot of recognition, in my opinion. He had a 261 career batting average, 316 home runs, 1,139 RBIs, and he was a 6-time All-Star. And there you can see that's the All-Star. It's one of my favorite All-Star cards. Here's the 1981 tops card of Carl Yastrzemski. This is just a beautiful photo of Yastrzemski in front of the batting cage, and a Red Sox legend. Here's another batting cage card. This is the 1985 tops. I think this was like a mail-in type tops All-Star card. There you can see I love that Orioles logo and, the hat. Loved Ripken, and there's, you can see the back. It says collector's edition, but yeah, beautiful looking card, Ripken. Let's move on to the 1994 or 1993 tops card of Greg Maddux. Man, I love the professor, and it's even better when he's in a Cubbies uniform. And One of the all-time greats to play the game. This is a real cool one too. So what this is a 1995 Bobby Bonilla Sports Flicks card, and this is called the Cyclone Squad. So what you can see is, it might be hard to see, but those little wheels move in the background. So that's just something really neat. Might not be able to catch it in camera, but like Bobby Bonilla. Here's the 2006 Bowman Heritage rookie card of Adam Wainwright. You know, Wainwright's still going. He has 195 career wins, a 3.38 ERA, and 2,147 strikeouts. And he's a 3-time All-Star at the age of 41, I believe. Still with the Cardinals, too. This is just a beautiful card here. Here's the, I believe this is a 2011 Topps Opening Day Stadium Lights card of Alex Rodriguez. You know, I'm an Alex Rodriguez fan, but I know he catches just a ton of hate. But man, what a beautiful image of A-Rod. Hopefully one day he'll get recognized for the Hall of Fame. This is a cool 2011 Topps Diamond Stars of Ryan Howard. One of the all-time Phillies fan favorites, so kind of cool. I got a couple Phillies in there. I believe he had an MVP under him, too. Here's a 2015 Panini Alex Gordon playing for the Cornhuskers. As you guys know, I'm from the state of Nebraska, and love Alex Gordon and all my Cornhusker guys. Let's go on to the 2020 Topps. This is just like a base card of Ronald Acuna Jr. I like Acuna. If he could clean up his attitude and kind of cockiness, I think he'd actually go over even more with, you know, the general baseball fans. But man, what a talent. Still young. Speaking of polar opposite, here's a class act. Here's the 2020 Topps Heritage of Joey Votto. Big time Cincinnati Reds fan, and also I think just Major League Baseball fan favorite. I think he'll eventually sneak into the Hall of Fame. I might take him a few tries. Should be interesting, you know, once he retires. Here's the 2022 Topps Chrome Bryce Harper, Heart of the City. Love Harper. One of my all-time favorite guys of today. And we'll end it with the 2022 Topps 1987 design of Clayton Kershaw. So I appreciate you guys watching. Take care and stay safe, everybody. Thanks again.